but these are about $135 a piece. All right, it's Wednesday evening. We're over here in Mercer Town. We're starting a project. I'll get back to that in a second. We went and picked up skidded coils out of Granite City this morning. 43,000, and we got one baby coil that's sitting right there. We're gonna deliver those across the bridge over in Indiana tomorrow morning. Dorsey trailer's doing good. I got the oil changed today, and I got my boxes changed. So I had them change the transmission and both of the drive axles. So put a half a gallon of Lucas in each full synthetic in the boxes. Transmission, same thing. Got an oil change. I use Rotella. I'm a Rotella guy. Gallon of Lucas. So that went pretty good. I stopped over there at the chrome shop over there in Effingham. They want $55 for that ring and those lug nut covers, and I wasn't going to pay it. So I don't know. I might just take them all off, or I'll order it off of Amazon. Okay, on to our next project here. Air cleaners. I'm trying to get that in the light so you can see. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So the way that you can see the outside's clean. The way these air filters work is the cap goes up here. There's a long bolt right here. It'll go up through and then screw into the cap up there. It draws in the air and it sucks the air down through the center of the air cleaner and pulls it through the center, and then you can see where it draws it into the motor. So you can see in there the hole. So it'll suck the air down through the center of the air cleaner. The air will go through the air cleaner and then come out on the outside. Where most air filters are the other way around. It sucks the air on the inside, on the outside, and the clean air is on the inside. These are backwards. But these are about $135 a piece. Years ago, I had Speedco change my air filters on the 03, and ever since then I do it myself, because when you put the bolt back up through, the threads are down in there. He cross-threaded this cap right here, so you can see where the bolt hole is right there. He cross-threaded it and the cap wouldn't go on. I sat there, had to order a cap. It took 2 days to get one. So ever since then, which was long time ago, I do them myself. We're going to take a little bit of anti-seize, put on the bolt, and then that'll help protect it. I'll get a rag, clean all this stuff off. There's a rubber garment in there, and kind of holds that in place. The other side doesn't have it, so the other side is going to be a little more tricky putting it on, but got a little bit of anti-seize up there. So now it's just a matter of putting the parts together. There's a seam on the lid right here. I always put the seam on the inside. Alright, that one's done. Had to get the light out so I could see where the bolt went in. So that is all done. Bailey's out here stretching her legs. Alright, we delivered our skidded coils this morning over in Louisville. We're now over here in Brandenburg, Kentucky, which is like 50 miles from Louisville. We're over here loading steel plate. I've never been here. It's the first time here. Everything's like super automated. You can't see it, but on the other side of that blue truck there's a little shack that you're supposed to go check in at. But there's no signs. It says that you're supposed to go check in there. And then they had to come, we were parked over there, and then they had to come and tell us to move over here. And I've said it before, I can only do what I'm told to do. If there's no signs saying where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, then it makes everything a cluster. And that's what's happened. But everything's super automated. Lady had to come out of scale house. Now, she was real nice. She was real nice about it. But she had to come out and tell everybody to move. And I wanted to say, but I didn't. There's no signs saying what to do. It's a pretty big place. I think we're getting steel plate. But we'll see how it goes. All right, we got loaded. This is a lot more work than I expected. Big old metal sheets, big heavy metal sheets. Total 43,000 pounds. You can see I got the chains crossed on the front of the top piece and the back and the bottom piece and the top piece. That's what I'm trying to say. So might be a little overkill, but feels safe, looks safe. Now I still got to tarp this. I did not know I had to tarp this load. Anyway, this is turning into a lot more work than I expected. There's old Bailey being patient. All right, good morning. We're in Dodge City, Alabama at the Petro. I'll try to make this quick because we got to get going. So yesterday morning we delivered our skidded coils over in Louisville, and I was looking for a weekend load plus this beginning of the month, so I was trying to get a big load. It wasn't much really worth doing. And then I did see a load out of Alabama, Birmingham, going all the way up to North Dakota, paid pretty good. Now, when you take a load like that, because it went out way out in the boonies in North Dakota, when you take a load like that, you got to assume that you're going to have to deadhead a long way to go to after you deliver it to get a reload. And plus, I had deadhead down here to get it, but it did pay good, so it made it worthwhile. So I took that load. My coordinator thought I was a little crazy, but I took that load, and she called me back right after I got dispatched. She said, hey, they got a load out of Louisville going to Birmingham if you want to pick it up. That's what we loaded yesterday, those big steel plates. And I don't know, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably about a 6 or 7. The place was really nice. The people were really nice, but it was kind of a pain in the butt loading over there. It required a lot more work than I expected. I was not expecting a tarp. So I did get paid for a tarp though. But anyway, that covered my mileage down to Birmingham. So now we're going to deliver this morning. We're going to go pick up our cable reels, go and take them up North Carolina. Late yesterday afternoon, my coordinator calls me. She says, you're not going to believe this. I got you a load out of South Dakota going right back to Louisville. It's a recovered trailer. So it's like I did a while back. It's not a repower, it's a recovered trailer. Somebody quit and left their trailer wherever. So we got to go pick it up. So anyway, that covers us back to Louisville. So anyway, the load gods were good to us yesterday. And sometimes you just have to take whatever you can, go with it, see what happens. And luckily it worked out for us. But anyway, all right, let's get going. We got a long day today. We got to go down. All right, we just got unloaded. Oh, guy wanted to argue with me a little bit. So Mercer's little pet peeve when I turn paperwork in is on the top there, it'll say number of pages, 1 of 3. This page here is really the only page that has all the information on it. This pages are just garbly goop. But even though there's really no information on these pages that I need, I still have to turn in all 3 pages. And the guy was arguing with me about the other 2 pages. Why do I need them? And I kept telling him because it says 1 of 3. And Mercer is picky about that. So you new Mercer guys, if your paperwork has 1 of 3 on there or 1 of whatever, and you don't turn in all the pages, Truck Pay will kick it back and ask you where the rest of the pages are. Even though it doesn't have any really relative information on it, they still want that information. They want those pages. I don't know why he was giving me such a hard time about it. All right, I got to send in my paperwork so I can get paid. And we're about 30 miles away from where we're going to reload. And I'm just going to leave my coveralls on for right now. So let me get this paperwork sent in, and then we'll go get reloaded.